It's interesting you use the word visionary there, and a lot of our viewers, they ask questions about that term and about the term creative genius. And Sam Thompson, he asked this question where he said, you've called yourself that, and you've kind of equated yourself to all these different people, Da Vinci, Walt Disney, Steve Jobs, Michelangelo. And he's asked, how would you define a genius in that context? But also, why do you feel the need to call yourself that?
Because otherwise I'm called celebrity. I'm called rapper. And when they use the word celebrity rapper, it's not in a positive way. And all these things, all those words can be used in an extremely positive, but that's not the way it's used. So I have to define who I am. All of my aspirations are things that currently only 60-year-old white people do. So I have to redefine and let people know exactly who I am. And it's not letting them know by, wearing a suit, or letting them know by wearing a Rolex, or letting them know by, bragging about how much money a sponsorship made on top of a rap. It's letting them know by saying, let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
One thing I've learned in my short 23 years on Earth, man, is never bet against Kanye. Never bet against...
Yep, never bet against Ye, man. Ye is a genius.
Hey, now there's a lot of conversations currently being had around this stemplayer and Kanye West. Now, Kanye West, for you guys who don't know, had an exclusive deal with Apple Music. That's how you guys seen all the Donda live shows, all the concerts. Everything regarding Donda was on Apple Music first, and exclusively Apple Music. Now, the deal was worth like $100 million, right? It was like $100 million sponsorship. I'm not sure if the sponsorship deal was for a couple of years or a couple of projects. But nonetheless, though, Apple Music is terminating the sponsorship because Kanye West is trying to do his own thing. Our own thing we're talking about, he got his things called a stemplayer. Now, the stemplayer is actually quite genius, right? I'll break down to you why it's quite genius. But
yeah, stemplayer is pretty dope. He breaks down a song into the different categories. You can have the vocals, the drum, the keyboard, whatever other instruments they have in there. You could adjust the vocal too, put different auto tune on it, or change the equalization on it. There's a bunch of stuff you could do on this. I messed with one before.
Unless people are ridiculing and clowning Kanye, right, for canceling his partnership with Apple Music so he can sell his Donda2 for $200 a piece on the stemplayer. Now, what the stemplayer is, right? Stemplayer is a creation by Kanye West. I don't know if it existed before Kanye West, but it's a creation by Kanye West, and it was created during Donda. Now, the stemplayer, right, it's not a streaming platform, no, right? It's loaded up with music. Now, what it does, right, it allows you to isolate the music from the instrumental. Simple terms, it allows you to turn a song into a stem where you can separate the vocals, the instrumental, you can alter the vocals, right? You can make it sound how you want it to sound, right? You can listen to it to please whatever you want it to please, right? So pretty much it's a really genius idea. It's really genius. Now, people are clowning Kanye West from walking away from $100 million. Now, what we do know, right? Like the beginning of this clip says, Kanye West said, listen up, bro. Like, my legacy would not be defined by taking sponsorships, right?
Yeah, Kanye's always been on his own. I think he does a lot of these deals just so he could kind of get the inside look at it, see how they run things, see how it operates, what he wants to do. Because, I mean, you'll never know how exactly to do things if you don't, kind of learn from somebody. And if no one wants to mentor you, I mean, him getting in these type of situations with Apple where I'm sure he made it a point to go in there and see every aspect of how they were delivering his product, the companies they used and everything. I mean, smart.
Falling in line with the system. I'm going to break the system. I'm going to alter the system, right? Because why? I'm a creative genius.
He's going to become a system. He's going to become a media company. Watch. Yeah, he's going to be like a channel, like Walt Disney said, like he's going to have his own channel. Watch.
Folks have a real problem with me saying Walt Disney. Me saying Steve Jobs. Like, me saying I'm going to those guys. In fact, it's an honor for those guys to be mentioned in conversations with me. Now, what Kanye West did, like 10 years ago, right, he was ridiculed too. I remember when Kanye West dropped the Red October for Nike. And the Red October was a classic shoe that demand was crazy. Right, the retail price was like $500.
Yeah, those Red October were going crazy, man. Everyone wanted those. They needed those.
The retail price was like $20K, right? It was really in demand. It was a classic shoe. So at the Red October drop, Kanye West said, yo, look at this, yo. The people are responding to my product. It's high in demand. Give me ownership and partnership, right? He told that boy, you crazy. Ninja, you crazy. We just made $500 million. off the Red Octobers, and we gave you a $5 million sponsorship deal, Kanye. Listen, even though you designed it yourself, it's the sponsorship deal. Now, if you want $10 million, we got you, Kanye. Listen, we value so much Kanye, we'll give you $20 million. He just made $500 million off Kanye. Now,
Exactly, man. They'll give him 20 million, but they just made 500 million off of him.
Kanye realized that and walked away from the sponsorship deal. Would everybody say, "Oh my God, Kanye, you crazy, bro"? Walk away from 20 M's, bro, you crazy. And they really ridiculed Kanye when Kanye West went into bankruptcy, right? Into bankruptcy, trying to build up his Yeezy brand. And what took place? Again, after bankruptcy, after leaving Nike, right? 10 years later, Kanye West is a billionaire worth $6 billion. Kanye West has proven time over time, he's a creative genius. He's ahead of his time. So us ridiculing Kanye for walking away from $100 million.
Yeah, he is really ahead of his time with a lot of stuff he does. You know, he kind of makes trends, in my opinion. So I mean, yeah, he knows his value. He knows how much he should be getting.
Right, to push a stem player idea. Cool. Listen, I wrote you guys, right? The Donda album, right, might be a lost profit, meaning, he's gonna take a.
I mean, these streaming platforms, they don't want something like the stem player. You know, they want you to keep going to them so you could listen to music, so they get, their big chunk of the profit, and the artist gets like, it's usually, I don't know how everyone has their own contract, so I'm not gonna speculate on how much every artist makes, because I'm sure everyone gets a different percentage. But I mean, yeah, the way it looks is like he's trying to get 100% of his profits and not go through anything. He's gonna make his own machine though, with the type of players that Apple uses. If you know what that means, Apple is like the company, and they get subcontractors to do the work, which is promotion, whatnot, whatever they have access to. So I'm sure Kanye figured that out and got those people to play with him.
Also in this. But the profit is, the stem player is going to be a household name now. As you already know, it's going to be a big thing. Once Donda2 drop, it's going to be a big thing. Folks listening to Donda2, showing how the
it's definitely gonna be a big thing.
Stem player works. It's going to be a TikTok trend. There's going to be guys on YouTube doing a tech review on the stem player. Now, guess what? The popularity starts to pick up. Now it's on Christmas wish list, birthday wish list, holidays wish list, Valentine's Day wish list. Now the stem player is a household name. Now guess what? That loss that Kanye West took on Donda2 years down the line, 10 years down the line, when a stem player is still selling. When a stem player is now ingrained in our music listening culture like Dre beats. Due to how unique the stem player is from any other, like technology out here. You can legit split the vocals and alter the music however you want.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, in a device. Usually to do that, you'd have to go to like a computer screen and like have like a producer software to do all that stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Alter it. It's life-changing. And I think Kanye West knows it's life-changing, so he's trying to get the stem player in as many houses.
I mean, then people are gonna be able to remix his song their way and make their own song off of his song, kind of like people make YouTube videos nowadays.
It's possible, knowing as soon as it drops, trust me, folks, it's gonna go everywhere. Hey, West will make $1 billion from this stem player. I can almost guarantee it.
Yeah, he'll definitely make $1 billion. All right, guys. So let me know what you think, man. Is Kanye a genius or is he crazy? What you guys think? Is he gonna make $1 billion? Is he gonna make $0? Yeah, I really feel Kanye's gonna do big numbers with this. It's not you're not gonna see it right away, but definitely it's gonna happen. Let me know. Drop a comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. You know what to do, guys. I haven't seen any of you subscribe or hit the like, but I know it's coming. Drop a comment in there. Let me know what you think.